Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Never Worse podcast. I am your host, Tom Brown, joined as always by my brothers Jack and Tim. Guys, the regular season's over. The Patriots wallop the Dolphins. We're just setting our sights for Sunday night. Let's just start quickly with the Patriots and Dolphins. Yet again, just like last week, they just took care of a bad team and just really took it to them.
I think that's the best part of this team. Like, yeah, maybe they haven't played the toughest schedule, but they've also kicked the shit out of every team they're supposed to kick the shit out of.
Yeah, I agree. They don't play bad football against bad teams. They do not play down to their opponent, which is something even like the dynastic Patriots would do. You'd get caught in like a mud fight with some of these teams, and they just go in there and blow off the doors early too. And Josh Dobbs was playing like halfway through the third quarter, which I think is his best case scenario,
Yeah.
especially when it became pretty clear the Broncos weren't going to lose to the Chargers.
Trey Lance has got to be the worst pick of all time.
I mean,
I mean, that's for another
Zach Wil
podcast.
Zach Wilson was picked right before him.
Yeah, right in front of him.
But they
And he
traded
played.
up for Trey Lance.
They
Yeah, they
did.
sure did. They sure did. It's a good
But I
thing
gotta
they
be
nailed Brock Purdy. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I mean, not to get too far off track, but holy moly, that was Brock
Yeah,
Purdy saved an entire front office worth of jobs,
didn't
I
we
would
talk
say.
about that last week?
Yeah, I think
That
so.
yeah. So yeah, the I was thinking like, oh, I hope something stupid doesn't happen where it's just like, oh shit, all of a sudden it's like 14 nothing Dolphins, but it took 4 plays, I think. Just like against the Jets, they just established within the first 5 plays, we're not letting up. We're going to play our guys until it's completely out of hand. We're going to make sure Drake May doesn't get hit. We're just going to feed these guys the ball on the ground. And they just walked out of there with an absolute dominating win, which
There was 10
is,
minutes in the second quarter where I was like, this is getting annoying. The Dolphins came
yeah,
down and scored, and then I think it was right before the half, but then the
I
second.
just I just don't think there was any point in the game where it didn't seem like the Patriots had full control.
yeah, Quinn Ewers just wasn't going to do it on the
Yeah.
road. And like when he threw it, he was efficient, but it was like it wasn't over 10 yards.
What is that offense? Why'd they keep
It's
having a wingback? I don't understand. The fullback
it's
was lining
not
up at wingback just to run in motion.
it's not going to matter. That's I want to ask you guys some questions at the end of the after we talk about the games this upcoming week, but in I can't imagine that coaching staff is going to be the same next year and the quarterback. So the Patriots win, they get the 2 seed because the Broncos won. They beat Trey Lance. Uh So let's just go through the games. Broncos are the 1 seed and get a bye. Patriots will play the Chargers Sunday night. First thoughts. Sunday night. How are you feeling about
Worst,
that?
worst case scenario.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you
Tom,
work,
you
right?
had you had explained that you have a special little family day on Sunday, so it works out for you. Nobody else is happy to see an 8:30 Patriots game on a Sunday
8
night.
p.m. It's at
Oh,
8.
okay. Yeah, we'll kick off. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Jack,
only you.
It's the
Jack.
playoffs, Tom. It's going to get extended. And guess what? It's going to be 10:30. And I'm really hoping that they put some nails in some coffins midway through the third and I can check in on Monday morning. Because the last thing I need to be is hopped up on a Sunday night when I need to go to bed.
I'm off
Yeah.
till Tuesday or Wednesday because Kate's going away. But it's just like out of all the times of the day that a child is gonna slightly inconvenience me, it's gonna be Quinn at 9 when he starts crying.
Well, Tim, give him some Benadryl.
Oh, he's just gonna stay
Tim,
up
so
and watch
Tim,
the rest of
you're
the game.
off, and
Hmm?
Jack, you're working from home.
Why can't it be
Yeah.
the 4:30 game on Saturday? That's the best game of the season.
Oh, I
Yeah, that would
disagree with that. I would just take a 1 p.m. Sunday would be fine with me.
Uh,
Now, granted, I knew they wouldn't do that because they're playing the Chargers and they don't want the Chargers fans to get up at 10 and watch football. But I mean, 8:30 at night is absurd. And I think there's better matchups for prime time. I don't
I
think that this
agree.
is the best matchup.
Well, so we'll get to that. But first, let's just do our football analysis, which I added that to our tag on YouTube, and ooh, guys, we're so close to 100 views. We're
Nice. I
so
can shave this
close.
mustache.
Yeah. Well, combined, we were over 100 this week. Um,
Hey, great.
but yeah, we're trending in the we're just we're stuck in the mud,
Big year for the
obviously.
Never Worse coming up. First year, first
But
pot of the year.
uh so the Chargers, they don't have either of their tackles.
Mhm.
I honestly I don't know who their skill positions are. Um
Keenan
Quentin
Allen,
Johnson, Keenan
he
Allen.
No, I know, but like Keenan
Marion
Allen
Hampton.
is fine. He's up there in age. Then who's the
I'm
guy
not
that
excited for
everyone always
Vidal out of the backfield.
well yeah, but they got
The
Milton
quarterback
Williams
does have a
back.
broken hand.
Their quarterback has a broken hand. I'm not saying I'm like not worried, but they are flying cross country. It just it what I guess I'm trying to say is I'm pumped that it ended up shaking out this way and it's not the Bills.
This is the best case scenario for a round one matchup.
Because you missed
Sure.
the Texans defense and then just Josh Allen.
Yeah.
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 I don't I think the Patriots match up well here. Um, really well. However, them not having their tackles is null and void. The Patriots still don't have a pass rush. So, I mean, I hope
Myers
they
is
find one, but um, I think the Chargers are not only beat up, with the exception of maybe the Panthers, they really backed into the playoffs. They
mm.
really backed it up in here. Herbert's banged up, like we said. Um, and I think Jim Harbaugh is a hardo.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
not a Jim Harbaugh guy. Never have been.
no, I haven't. I'm not either. I'm not a either Harbaugh brother after again just a ridiculous question coaching decision to maybe move that Tyler Loop field goal a little closer. Um, but
Or not giving Derrick Henry the ball in the second half. Also
that's well,
interesting.
yeah, Tim, that has to do with some of the coaching. But anyways, I think that I don't know. Again, I think the Patriots have a chance to play down to the Chargers because I think they're that much better. Um, and I don't buy into they played a soft schedule because when they played those teams, they stomped them. And this is a banged up team who doesn't have a lot of offensive weapons. And I think their quarterback gets way more credit than he deserves. Um,
I agree.
I mean, he can be dangerous outside of the pocket, but I can't imagine that he'll be like running for first downs with a broken hand. But again, I think the Patriots match up better with their corners on their skill position guys too. The only thing you really
I will say with Milton Williams back yesterday, there was a significant increase in pass rush.
okay.
And I don't know if that's just because the Dolphins suck and it's Quinn Ewers running around back there, but it
But
at
also
least seemed like there was a semblance of pressure the entire game. They
but yeah,
blitzed.
but the Chargers are now on their third and fourth tackle, so that does
Yeah, Jamari
matter.
Slayer and Trey Pipkins the third are
Oh,
not guys you're familiar with.
No. Uh
They
the
only have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. They have nine offensive linemen on their roster. So tough sledding for I almost said San Diego.
whoa.
Tough sledding for
well
the
they sh
Chargers.
they might have better home field advantage if they were
I
still the
mean, they
San
do
Diego
have Khalil
Chargers.
Mack. Again, they have guys
Yeah.
who can cause a problem on defense, and it is still a playoff game. And one year I thought that there's no possible way the Jets would come to New England and beat the Patriots, and it happened. I don't think the Ravens would beat them one year, and then before everybody got into the stadium, Ray Rice had already broke two touchdowns. So weird shit happens in the playoffs. Um,
So the
this,
Chargers have the fourth ranked defense
yeah.
for based on yards given up per game. But that is going to take me into this next point and realization I had. I don't think that matters as much with how good Drake May is. And
Yeah.
Drake May is the MVP because his team is the 2 seed and Matthew Stafford's is the 5.
That's decided tonight, right? They announced
It's
it.
I think they
I
vote
no,
on it after the season ends.
I think
Or
they
I don't
vote.
know.
I think the vote has to be stamped or postmarked today,
Yeah, okay.
January
So
fifth.
It's like baseball where
Yeah,
they
yeah,
vote,
it's the
yeah,
last day of
do
the
it at the
year,
end of this year. Okay. So
and
I don't know, man. Stafford had himself quite a ball game yesterday, and 46-4 is a pretty hard ratio to ignore. But I mean, I know we're not talking about the MVP right now, but I agree with you. I think the Patriots offense, I don't want to say is good or explosive. They are, but more than anything, they're just efficient. They just do the right things for the personnel and the players that they have on the field.
Yeah, and I think that ties in. Josh McDaniels, terrible head coach. He's the best offensive coordinator in football.
eh,
Such a tough thing for us to bring up Josh McDaniels and then just have to be, don't let him coach. Don't let him be the guy in charge. But offense, oh yeah.
That
He's
flea
well,
been
flicker
awesome.
was, and there was 100 flea flickers this year for some reason, but that was
It's a lot
incredible.
of
everyone's
trick
running
play.
flea flickers.
Not like that, not where Trevion Henderson's jumping into the gap and then throwing it back.
Sure,
Go
I
sell it.
I just think the Chargers. I mean, I just feel like it's they're not the type of defense. They were good defense, obviously, 288 yards per game and fourth in the league, giving up 34 touchdowns. It says here, which is only two more than the Texans. It's less than the Browns. That said, I just don't think it's that Texans or even Browns or Broncos defense that you're like, oh shit, we just can't move the ball on them. I think it's a good defense,
Yeah.
but not enough to be like, that's a game changing defense that we need. We hopefully we score 16 points.
Yeah. I mean, they also played two dog shit teams all year too, and the Chiefs and the Raiders. It's they didn't exactly have the super hard schedule that everybody says the Patriots didn't have. Um, yes, they played the
And
Broncos twice, but I mean,
the the Broncos offense isn't lighting you up. You're winning games 19-6 like they did yesterday. That's what the Broncos have
yeah,
done all year.
I saw somebody tweet or skeet out the the 2025 Broncos won the AFC West without or won the one seed without scoring an offensive touchdown. And
Yeah.
offensively they're not the biggest juggernaut, but I mean, Pat Surtain can clamp you.
Uh so I think we're all expecting a Patriot win. Um I don't think it'll be as shocking as the Jets beating the Tom Brady hasn't thrown an interception Patriots in 11 games after they just a month before beat them like 43-6. But I think Herbert's one of those guys where it's like they did what they should with Slater and Joe Alt to protect him, but it's just never worked out that his line has been healthy and he's had like really good receivers. Uh, I think he's good, but I think he's always running around. So, I mean, the Patriots have to get pressure. I don't know what Spillane's deal is. Is he going to play? Is he secret?
Spillane said he is playing.
Okay. Well, has he secretly been benched for Jack Gibbons? We don't know. We don't know. But I think they need Spillane to slow down Vidal. Um, because he's probably their best offensive weapon. And then I tell you, I just think Drake May can move the ball on anyone. I mean, the Texans and the Broncos are different because the Texans will get, and we can talk about them because,
They gave up 30 points to Riley Leonard.
if you're a religious person and you're a fan of Aaron Rodgers, pray for his health when they go up against the Texans. But I I would be surprised if this isn't a Patriot win. But that takes us now. How do you want to do it? Do you want to just go down
I'm
the
gonna tell
bracket,
you
or do
what,
you want to go game by
if it's
game?
not a Patriot win,
Oh, we're
10:30,
not.
11 p.m. is gonna be a real rough time. And
It's
not
gonna be a
like I'm gonna
little.
throw something through my TV. I'm past that stage. It's just gonna be real rough, to get to bed after something like that. A
Monday's
heartbreak.
gonna be a bad day. You
Yeah,
stay up that
sure.
late,
Yeah, yeah.
they
And
lose. It's
then we're gonna feel it. It's funny. Here we are, grown adult men with families, and um there's like a weird pit in your stomach after a loss like that still.
mm,
Like it happened in, all the losses we've seen, but it's like, why does this still happen? I'm 37. I
Yeah.
have like shit to do Monday, but I'm
Oh,
still gonna have this.
Tom, in this past October, when Cam Schlittler was just striking everybody out, I was just like, "Oh, what? What is happening? Why does it feel like I'm
Yeah.
17 again?"
At least in that one, it was like by the fifth, you were like, oh, so they're just gonna not get a hit.
Yeah.
But so that let's go with Saturday afternoon, Tim's favorite game of the year. And this will take us to a discussion on the National Football Conference South Division, where
it couldn't have been any better.
after Saturday afternoon, an 8-9 team was going to win it. We went to a place for dinner, and I watched the fourth quarter there, and I was like, this game stinks. Like both of these teams are bad. I honestly leave this weekend thinking that maybe the Falcons were the best team in the division because they also went 8-9, and it was just like a common opponent that was the difference.
I think the Saints finished the season as the best team in that
But
division.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah, shucking and jiving towards the end of the year. They were great, or not great, but they were better. They were good. Um,
it's just
so
an incredible way
yes,
to get kicked out of
hilarious.
the playoffs.
So the Bucks beat the Panthers, but they also needed the Falcons to lose, and then the Falcons won. I watched that game. That was the only game I watched in the early window yesterday. Those two teams aren't that good, though.
No, no.
I don't
Falcons
know.
and um,
The
so
Saints.
the Falcons win, and then that makes that gives the 8-9 Panthers a home playoff game Saturday afternoon against Matthew Stafford and the Rams.
Who, by the way,
Where Go ahead.
lost in that very same stadium flying cross country
Yeah.
They
for
did.
a early game. They get rainy again. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I think there's something has just there was a moment there towards the end of November where I was like, "Oh man, I think Bryce Young might be good." And he
yep.
has looked so bad all month. He is
Yeah.
not. That team is just I don't I don't expect the Panthers to come away with this one.
They
And
can make you play their brand of ugly football
sure.
and then just
Um
put Bryce Young in a position to win the game. And since he's been in the NFL, he has the most comebacks from the quarterback position, the most fourth quarter and overtime comebacks with 10.
Wow.
they showed that stat
That's incredible.
Saturday and I was like, I don't think he's got it tonight.
No,
Um,
that was, I
I
didn't
don't I
watch
just
the only football game I watched I watched Pittsburgh and I watched the Patriots game. I didn't watch much football for the rest of the weekend.
mm,
You didn't miss much.
well,
That early window, those games sucked.
well, there was no point to any of them. That's
Right.
why they did
Well,
that.
once the Jags went up 20, I mean,
Yeah. But
I tell you what, though, not having to look at your phone to track your fantasy football score might be the greatest thing ever.
I turned off notifications for the sleeper app and I was like, thank God. I don't care that so and so has changed from questionable to healthy.
Oh yeah, I deleted them after last Sunday. I just deleted them all off my phone. Every
you guys were
fantasy
getting
app that I had.
messages.
Yeah, Tim.
Oh, that explains it. That explains a lot.
But Yeah, do you guys think that the Rams lose this? Jack seems like there's
No,
Jack
I
think
don't think
you
that.
okay. It seems like you thought there might be a better chance.
I think the Panthers can make a team play ugly. And the Rams going to Carolina in a place that they lost earlier this season, it's not as a slam dunk as I think. And again, weird stuff happens in the playoffs.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
just
this is close.
I think they'll win. I think that I'll pick the Rams though.
there's a there's a really good chance three NFC Nor West teams are in the division round, which is crazy. Um, but we then the next game. Oh, boys, here we go. The greatest rivalry in football that has been completely one-sided because one team has won Super Bowl. The Packers and the Bears Saturday night. Um, did the Packers?
Packers
Who did
lost.
I don't know even know who they played. I didn't pay attention.
Vikings.
Oh, who cares? It didn't
Well, the
matter.
Packers didn't play anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you? Everyone gets hurt every time they play. Is Jordan Love playing on
Yeah, he'll
Saturday?
be back. He'll be back on
All
Saturday.
right. So this is actually an interesting one. Like, can the Bears do it? Can they keep it going
So I
against
started the season saying that I was high on the Bears. Then I
bullish
watched
on
them
the
play.
Bears is
Yeah,
what you said.
bullish is what I said. And then I watched them play the first couple of weeks and I was like, oh boy, I was wrong.
Hmm.
And now I think Caleb Williams is a damn fine quarterback, except for there's one play game that he should make that he doesn't. I think he's eliminated the stupid plays. Like, just like,
Hmm.
why would you ever do that? Especially
The
over like
Drake
the last like 4 or 5 games. But
Drake
what
May
he
has done that
doesn't,
as well.
yeah, but what he doesn't do now is he doesn't make the cookie that Drake May makes. Like with an open receiver, he'll miss him and it's just like, oh, how did you miss that one?
Hmm.
Um, but having said that, I don't think the Packers are that much better. And without Micah Parsons, it's not the same on defense. I think Chicago wins like by like a point. This is going to be one of those crazy last play games.
I also have Chicago. I think the Packers are just too beat up. It's going to catch up to them. They played like
Yeah.
shit in December. They did beat the Bears in that last matchup, right? That's correct.
No,
Caleb
No,
Williams
no,
threw an
they
no,
beat
the
interception.
them. No, they beat them, and then the Bears beat them
Okay. Yeah, I have
yeah,
the
the
Bears
2 weeks
beating them.
later.
yeah, the last time they played was that crazy comeback where they should have won, but
Oh, they
the
got the onside
Bears,
kick. Yeah.
yeah. And then Caleb threw a ridiculous pass. Um, yeah, I'm sitting here not wanting to just go chalk here with you guys, but I don't know. I feel like two wide receivers for the Packers will get hurt. A
And
safety
they
will go
don't,
down.
they have a thin wide receiver core. Like they don't
Yeah.
have Christian Watson coming on and making a catch. Everybody's like, oh, he's the downfield playmaker. I'm like, man, it was Jaden Reed 2 weeks ago. They just don't have the consistent downfield guy.
I don't know who that guy is, uh, like to be available this offseason, but I feel like that's what the Packers need. Like they had Devontae Adams for the
Yeah.
longest time. They
Tom, they
had,
thought they drafted him in the first round of the draft last year, but Matt Golden has played like under 100 snaps all season.
yeah, I just think it's always like they have a great receiving cord, and it's like Wicks, Watson, Golden. Who's the other one that got hurt, broke his collarbone?
Is it that Jaden Reed or uh
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jaden Reed. It's like they're all the same to me. It's like maybe they'll get have a good game, but I don't know. I think the Bears are kind of rolling right now. They lost that last game, but who cares? Like you're not playing
yeah.
for anything.
0-2 versus the Lions. I'm sure Ben Johnson cares.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Dan Campbell really did everything he could there. All right, so then now we got is this the next two? One could be the game of the weekend based on matchup. The first one is the Bills and Jags. The Jaguars end the season on an 8 game win streak. Did you know if the Patriots and Broncos lost yesterday, the Jaguars could
Yeah.
have had the number one
Yeah, the
seed?
one seed.
Yep.
And that made me think if the Patriots lost and the Jaguars won, they would have had this would have been the Patriots matchup, the Bills. The Patriots would have dropped to 3. That clicked at one point this week, and I was like, oh, I don't like that.
Mm.
Like that's when I was really worried about like that trap game nonsense. But the Bills go to Jacksonville. The Bills played their last game in their home stadium, which I saw a bunch of stuff. I kind of thought it was funny. I know people have memories there. You're a Bills fan and all this stuff. It's not filled with great moments. Like 4 straight years you win the AFC Championship, but it's like I don't know.
No
They've
need.
been pretty
Oh, yeah.
bad. Um,
Can we
but
just talk about one thing real quick?
yeah, please.
And
It's a
that's how
podcast.
bad the New York Jets are. The Bills didn't play anybody
Oh no,
yesterday.
that's
Oh,
going to end of
you
the
want
end
to
of the
spend some time? You want to spend some
end
time
of the
on that? Oh
podcast.
gosh.
Hold
Oh
on, let's get
God.
through the playoff stuff because I want to talk about. I have questions.
I don't
Okay.
like it. I don't
Um,
like it, Tim.
so the the Bills to us are the scariest wild card team. I think we can also. Well, I don't know. The Texans are
Um,
there too.
the Texans are there, but like
I'm more
we
scared of
didn't
the
spend a
Bills.
lot of time at this. Jacksonville terrifies me right now.
They
They're
did turn some
playing
But they're
stuff
not a
so
wild
around.
good.
card team. I think that's what he's saying.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
they won
about?
their division.
Okay. I thought it was a super wild card weekend, guys. I don't know what the hell you're
I
talking.
think here's the deal. I think this is. I don't know if I've talked about this before. The overconfident sports fan that I just don't understand. How do you go into a game like the Patriots and Chargers right now, and we know there are Patriots fans like this. We don't associate with these fans who are just like, no way, bro. There's going to be a rout. It's like, I'm confident. Like, I understand the Patriots are better, but doesn't mean I'm not worried. So, like, I,
You're not a real
I just,
fan.
yeah, that's true.
You'd
Yeah.
miss the game on Sunday if it was at 1 o'clock. You're gonna be skiing.
I'm not going to be skiing. I'm going to be driving to Lincoln.
I'm not. You don't ski?
We're skiing Monday and Tuesday. So that's why I was like, this can't happen. There's gonna be no. It does matter. I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna record it and try and watch it. But um, do you think Josh Allen has enough to pull out a win over the Jaguars?
I
Yeah.
think he's going to need every single bit of Josh Allen magic that he has, just because I think the Jaguars defense is very good. They turn the ball over a lot. And I think that game's going to be a shootout, like 30-30 type shootout stuff. Like I don't think because I think Josh Allen is going to do his Josh Allen stuff and score. And then I think Trevor Lawrence has probably been, with the exception of Drake May, probably been the best quarterback over the last month. Like Brock Purdy had a pretty good run at it, but he didn't have the best last couple of games or last game. But I think that Trevor Lawrence is kind of hitting his, I don't want to say like number one potential, but he's playing the best football of his career by a mile.
I still think the bad Trevor Lawrence play is in there, and it could rear its ugly head this weekend.
You're a
He
hater.
could. I am. I don't like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
That's
you're a
that's
classic hater.
documented.
So I have the
Liam
Bills
Cohen.
winning the
I've
game.
never seen anybody dislike an actual football player more and have them as their starting quarterback for their fantasy team. It makes zero sense. You can move him to anybody.
Yeah, what's the point of? So you do believe in him enough to keep running him
No,
out
it's
there?
we're in a two quarterback league, and there's nobody else out there. Who else are going to play?
Make a
Ridiculous.
trade.
That's yeah, make a move.
Nobody
Trade
wants
a
Trevor
Timmy.
Lawrence.
My DMs are open.
Um, Giant Blue Jays just flying at my. Whoa, thing is huge. Um,
The Vlad Guerrero Jr.
no, Jack's terrible joke.
Johnny would have loved it.
So I don't think the Bills defense is going to be able to stop Tim's boy.
Yeah, that's the other part of it because the
They don't
Bills'
have a good
defense isn't
defense.
that great.
Like
The-
yards wise, it's not bad. on my list here. I'm looking at it. They've oh boy, wrong tab. Hold on. Has
They're not. They're,
has them eighth, 303 yards per game. That's not terrible, not great. 42 touchdowns. I don't know who made this defensive ranking, but like I don't know if they're the eighth best defense in football ahead of the Eagles.
The
That's a bad
Bills?
list. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
I don't
looking at
think
a
so
fraudulent
either.
list there.
Because Travis Etienne has been playing well too, and the Bills cannot stop the run.
Right.
So I think that's why I say I think it's going to be a shootout, and I think that it's going to be Josh Allen time in like the third, fourth quarter, and he'll show up.
I guess
Honestly, I
so
want the Patriots to win, and I know they're not the one seed, but if the Bills don't win it this year with no Baltimore, no
mm.
Mahomes, like you're starting to think like, all right, this could be this could be pretender status all the way through.
Yeah, I agree that it will be a shootout, and I just trust Josh Allen more.
Sure.
And I don't.
Yeah. All this said, I guess when you think of it, they like did only lose to the Patriots by one game. For some reason, they were not themselves this year, or not what they had been the past couple years. That it feels like they're like 10-7 or like 9-8, but they did win 12 games
Mm.
Yeah, they
or
lost to the
13
Patriots by
games.
2 games. They were 2 games back of the Pats, but
They did lose
um,
to the Dolphins. Interesting approach.
Oh, right, right, right. I forgot about that. The end of the year. I always
and
forget
then
about.
I mean they also like they I mean, sucks to say, but they looked like they were the far better team in the second half of that game against the Patriots too.
Yeah.
So that Josh Allen, I and he won't win the MVP or he won't come anywhere close to it, but I think by a pretty good margin, Josh Allen's the best player in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, you can't dispute it. He is the
Mhm.
reigning MVP that just had an off year winning 12 games. So, um, the
And he has
thing I would
nobody to throw to.
if
He's got Knox and Kincaid. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
James
he's got
Cook.
some tight ends. And yeah, and
if
Cook, James Cook.
if they win, the Patriots still don't see him because
Yeah.
if the Patriots win, they get the highest seed. So the Bills win and the Patriots win, the Bills will play the Broncos, which go ahead,
What?
please.
It doesn't reseed?
It does reseed.
Lowest seed. Yeah. The
So if
next
the
Yeah.
team gets the
Jaguars
lowest
win,
seed.
the Jaguars will play the Patriots. But
Yeah.
if the
If
Bills win, they're the lowest remaining seed if because the
and
Jaguars,
if
Not
I
if
the
mean
Houston wins.
and
yes.
if the Chargers and Bills both win, then the Chargers go to Denver.
Yeah, the Chargers are the lowest seed, Tim. They're the 7th seed. So if the Patriots win, the next lowest seed is the Bills.
Oh, right. Houston's the five.
Yeah.
That checks out. Your mathing.
Yep.
Going up to Pittsburgh.
So where do we okay, I want definitive answers right now. Who do you have, Jack?
I have the Buffalo Bills.
Tim?
The Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
There you go, Tom. You're
What?
gonna go with the
Trevor
Chargers
Lawrence
to
is
beat
on
the Bills.
a
They're
magic
not even
run.
playing each
The
other.
the Jaguars.
Jaguars. Sorry. Got Chargers in my
Tom's
brain.
picking against the Patriots, but you heard it here first.
Um, hold on. We reserve the right to pick against the Patriots. We're not
Yeah, of
that much of
course.
homers,
No,
but
I
I just don't
understand.
think
Well,
it's going to be
Just seems like a crazy
this
take. I
round.
mean, we're trying to get views, so I get it.
Do you need the crazy takes, Tim?
oh,
You got to be
God.
like Cam Newton.
Cam Newton would have the same success as Drake May in this offense.
Did he
Oh,
say that?
that's the crazy take.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right.
is
I
that
mean,
the
Cam
crazy
Newton has
take?
Another
probably said that.
another option for game of the week. I like this one. Philadelphia and the 49ers. 4:30 Sunday in Philly. So the 49ers Saturday night, just all-time drop by Christian McCaffrey that just sealed. Now they're flying cross country instead of having every game at home, including the Super Bowl,
Hmm.
if they made it that far. Absolute insanity.
Yeah.
And That gave the Seahawks the number one seed. We should say we haven't said that yet. But go ahead,
How about
Jack.
Sam Darnold, huh? 2 years, two different teams. Is he the new Kawhi Leonard? I guess he didn't
Where
win
did you hear that?
championships.
Was
Huh?
that some stupid
I just
Instagram
made it up in
account?
my head.
You're just taking what Tom asked, the crazy thing, and just keep going with it.
Yeah.
I'll do a crazy one here. I don't think that drop affects him. I think Philadelphia is been completely inconsistent all year, and I say San Francisco goes in there and handles the Eagles and one and dones them.
I agree with Jack.
Their offense is so much better than it has been, and they're going to get Kittle back. Like Purdy, Kittle, Pearsall, Jawan Jennings, all just guys who can kill you for some reason. And then I haven't even talked about the guy who will probably win Offensive Player of the Year, who is Christian McCaffrey.
And to the point about the Eagles, I don't know what happens in the second half with their offense, but it just goes away. They stop throwing to AJ Brown. Saquon doesn't do anything. Their second half offense is horrific.
I don't know why they don't take just a quick, everybody talks about a game script. Like, your game script for players with that much talent should be like 10, 10, 10.
Mm,
My first 30 plays are going to go to Saquon, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown. And then we'll react after that. Like, I want to get them the ball 10 times each and be like, okay, who's having the hot day? I just
right.
don't get why it's so inconsistent. Why are coaches so dumb?
So here's my take. I find, although it was, 13-3 Saturday night, I find the 49ers defense to be fraudulent. I don't think there's a lot going there. Now, you give up 13 points, that's good. But
For
Sam
the
Darnold
Seahawks.
tends to do that in the bright lights
Sure.
in a clinching game. So
Kawhi Leonard.
if the Eagles have another offensive performance like they've had all year against this defense that wants to just have a shootout with you, then things need to change. Something needs to happen. I mean, you won the Super Bowl last year, so it doesn't have to be crazy, but that's bad. This 49ers team is begging you, can we play a 38-34 game? And then, but God, I again don't want to just constantly agree with you guys. I think that's going to happen. I think it might be, it might look like a shootout at the beginning, and then the Eagles fall apart.
Yeah. And the Niners have quietly just continued to roll teams all
Yep.
season.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was watching that game Saturday night, and I was like, I actually am so surprised by this Niners thing. Like they were terrible with injuries last year, and then they got a bunch of injuries this year. Purdy's missed like what, 4 games,
Yeah.
5 games. Mac Jones is out there slinging it. I, if if Kyle Shanahan would just occasionally run the ball with a lead, they're like they've been really good the past what, half decade.
Mm.
So yeah, the
I think if the Eagles
So,
if the Eagles lose, I think Sirianni gets fired, even though they won the Super
really,
Bowl.
oh,
Yeah.
no, no way.
I think they move AJ Brown and try and
Yeah, that
finagle the
makes more
offense, get a
sense.
different guy to call plays
Yeah,
because their
I wouldn't
defense is good.
ish. Yeah. I mean, they're
Yeah.
banged up too, but I don't think Sirianni's going anywhere. But about the dominance of the Niners and kind of how consistent they've been, Kyle Shanahan's first game as their head coach, they scored 3 points. They have not scored under, I think it was, I'll say 10 to be safe, but I think it was they haven't scored under 17 since that game. So consistently pretty well-oiled offensive machine.
Well, until Saturday.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
But the Seahawks, that just talks about the Seahawks defense is really, really good.
The Seahawks aren't gonna get much airtime today, but like that defense is gonna play at home throughout the playoffs now, and that They could. I saw that this is their fourth time getting the 1 seed, and all three other times they made the Super Bowl. So that the defense doesn't it travels, but it doesn't have to. That like
Mhm.
hard place to play
Yeah, but
too.
it's still Sam Darnold.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah,
saying
you
that.
got if you, yeah, that's fair.
Also, my fantasy football quarterback. You just
There
can't
you go,
trust these
Tim.
guys. But that's probably why
All
we
right.
finished last.
Did you?
I finished
You
sixth.
yeah, you
Finished
made the
Six
last last year
last.
playoffs.
and the year before.
I think Jack finished last. Um,
Okay, we didn't have to. That's
we
not what we
talked
Just to
decided.
Chargers,
throw this out
Patriots.
there,
Yeah.
the Eagles fired Doug Peterson the year after they won the Super Bowl.
That is true.
It's not an uncommon thing in Philadelphia.
He has a statue.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I
they have
think
the
so.
statue of him and Nick Foles calling the Philly special. But we didn't
That's
have to bring that up.
yeah, that's a bad look.
Um, so we talked Patriots and Chargers, and I don't think I said this. I was starting to and got sidetracked, maybe by that Blue Jay. Um, know what I'm most worried about with the Chargers Patriots game? In the case of a loss, I can't turn my TV on, listen to podcasts because the fraudulent schedule stuff is
Um,
just going to be the worst. I won't be able to listen. I don't know. I might just
Gonna
have
have
to
to
live in
listen
a
to this
hole.
one.
Yeah,
Gonna have to listen to this podcast.
it's just going to be me
I'm gonna
saying
bring it up.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's going
say
to
it
be
too.
it.
Oh, well, soft schedule. That's what happens.
but
Finally play a real
that's
opponent. The
all
Jim
right.
Harbaugh-led Justin Herbert Los Angeles Chargers.
Here's some
It's going to be
questions
the
for you.
same
Oh
bullshit
wait,
that they did the when the Celtics, if they go on a deep run, it's going to be the same thing when the Celtics won the championship. The East is soft and Luka choked. They'll never
And
give
everybody
credit
got hurt.
where it's due. They will never give
if
credit where it's due.
if I may, with my Trump hands, Luca choked. No, he played bad and his team got his ass kicked. I don't get that argument. I understand the Mitchell got hurt, the Halliburton got hurt. You can say that shit, but Luca played all 5 games and the Celtics were better.
Well, he got thrown out of one.
No, he fouled out.
Yeah,
All right.
cheap fouls.
Classic Tim move. Last Monday night game of the year.
God.
Okay. So, the
Who
Steelers
are
won the
these?
AFC North.
Who are these schedule makers that put this offense? That is a bad matchup to be on Monday Night Football.
But you
That
know
should
why,
be
Jack?
Saturday at 4:30.
Steelers fans are everywhere.
I was listening to
It's
a
a ratings
podcast
thing.
and they said that it's because
Wasn't us.
ESPN had the Saturday game where they had the Panthers Bucks, so they have to have this AFC South game on a Monday because they have it.
Neither the Panthers or the Bucks are in the AFC South.
I get or NFC South. Something about the NFC South and the AFC North, the contract, something about the contract is why this game isn't the first game of the weekend.
They should get
Oh.
out of that contract. There are
But
better divisions.
so we got to talk. Last night, Sunday night, Ravens Steelers for the NFC AFC North. It was just like the most classic. I hate myself for watching this at halftime, and then it picked up, got a little pep.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, someone in the Ravens, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a janitor was walking by at halftime and said, "Have you guys heard of a play action? Because you run the ball with the best running back in football all the time. But if you just pull it back, throw it, you're going to get 2 long touchdown passes." Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, they don't run the football with the best running back all the time because if they did, they would have won that football game, just like they would have won the game against New England. He had 7 carries in the second half of that game. I don't understand, and I'm sorry, I don't know his first name. Number 34, Mitchell. I don't understand why he cycles in. He is not a good back. And it is a complete 50-50, or not even 50-50. It's a complete 180 from Derrick Henry to Mitchell when he's in the game. And yes, the play action worked, but what worked more is Lamar Jackson broke a sack and hit Zay Flowers on a 50-yard
That
prayer.
was a ridiculous play.
Jim Harbaugh should not have a job by the end of the day today.
Jack's wishing
Or
for people to get fired.
John Harbaugh.
And
Excuse me,
Jim, that would really throw the Chargers off.
Yeah, that would be tough. That'd
Yeah,
be a real
I
Ole
mean, I
Miss
wouldn't mind that
situation.
either.
No. I can't understand it. He coached them out of the playoffs over the last 3 weeks.
The Derrick Henry in the second half thing, there's
7 carries.
Yeah. And he was tearing them apart in the first quarter.
He didn't have any carries on the last 2 drives, or maybe 1 carry on the last 2 drives for the Ravens. And on that last drive, you can call a first down run and get him in a position to make it not a 54-yard field goal. Derrick Henry can get it to 6 yards.
Yeah, you had a timeout.
Yeah. I just don't understand the use of who is no doubt a first ballot Hall of Famer that is getting better every season that he plays.
And I understand that the Ravens blew this game. The Steelers' offense still is bad. If the cornerback doesn't fall down, they lose the game.
I'm watching this game the whole time just thinking, do you want to win and play the Texans? Like, it was guaranteed you're playing the Texans. And I mean, I was texting Jack, well, both of you, I think, but you were at work, Tim. Derrick Henry next year will most likely be the 6th all-time leader in rushing yards. His whole mystique is rushing in the second half and closing out games. I will say that, like, the Zay Flowers thing was incredible, the first one. But then they probably had to pass by the time they got that second one. They just had, like, time-wise, they needed a touchdown. Oh, no, they needed a field goal. So I guess you could have run the ball more. But, it doesn't make sense.
Could have run the whole third quarter. You could have run it.
But all that to say is the guy had a center cut 44-yard field goal and he missed it to win the game.
Yeah. All goes back to the Justin Tucker case.
Wow, that's a little beyond.
Yeah, sure. He had on the road.
He did the Deshaun massage thing as well.
9 times. Nine confirmed times.
That's pretty bad.
So anyways, I know, and then, like, the Steelers offense wasn't great. And so the Ravens thought that when Aaron Rodgers rolled to his left or rolled to his right, just cover the check down, and they put 3 bodies on it. And unfortunately, Calvin Austin was just streaking alone up the sideline, and Aaron Rodgers made an Aaron Rodgers throw right on the money for a touchdown. And
remember, like, 15 years ago?
I can't believe he's going to play in the Monday night game of the first round of the 2026 playoffs. I can't believe it.
Remember, like, 15 years ago, Madden had the thing where you were like, this play is 90% set up, and then you run another play and it's this play is set up. Mm-hmm. They ran checkdowns the entire game and then set up. I kept saying, why are they playing
they ran them
deep?
The entire season.
Yeah. Why are they playing them so deep? Did you see the stat they put up? 66% of passing yards were after the catch for the Steelers. That's insane.
The majority of them was that one DK Metcalf, like 85-yard play in London or Ireland, wherever they played.
Congratulations, Steelers fans. You get to face the best 4-man pass rush in football with one of the best secondaries in football. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to check down fast enough.
But the Houston offense isn't really anything to...
No, it's a bad offensive football matchup. It's not even a good matchup. Like, it's not even like the Steelers have this great defense.
I think, that's what I was just going to say. I think that this has the potential to be like 24-6 because Houston can get to 24. The Steelers aren't, this isn't Troy Polamalu out there. They'll give up points.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
showed
the
that last week.
Steelers have been the same thing for really since Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown were there. They are get the ball past midfield, have Boswell kick a field goal, call it a day.
The
That
Boss almost blew it.
dude,
When he
I
missed that
know.
extra point, I was like, oh my God, is this going to happen? Are they going to drive down? And then, of all people, on a fourth down, Isaiah Likely finally gets it to go his way. He catches the ball, he holds on to it. Both feet are inbounds. And then, yeah, a shank. So I think we're all around the table here going with the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I wanted to ask you guys some questions as we wrap up. Does Mike McDaniel coach the Dolphins next year?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Troy
probably.
Aikman coming in to help with the GM search. They're going to get a new GM and not a new coach, you think?
As of Friday, Tom Pelissero uh, has reported that Mike McDaniel's job is 100% safe as a report from their owner.
Rich guys just say shit.
Sure. But I don't think Troy Aikman coming in and just trying to find a new GM is going to do anything.
I
Why
don't know
Troy
why
Aikman?
that is a
What is
thing and
that
why it
even
was
a
a
thing?
report. Like, why isn't it
He
Dan
didn't play for
Marino?
the Dolphins. What is his relation to
Like,
this?
They hired him because of his one, Hall of Fame career, and two, because he's been traveling with ESPN on Monday Night Football. He's made a lot more connections around the NFL. So he's just going to be a consultant. It's just a headline.
well, that's
Anyway,
good.
that offense is terrible to watch.
Oh, so there was a play. I tried to grab it and put it on the internet. There was a play I was watching. The wingback came in motion, stopped, shrugged his shoulders, and looked around, and then just turned to the offensive line to face the Patriots defense. They said hike. The Patriots defenders just ran through two empty gaps and tackled the guy for like a 6 yard loss. There was a flag, and Greg Olson was like, "Yeah, there was like three guys moving there." I
Yeah,
was like, "This sums it up. There it is."
Oh,
it's too much.
I don't think he's a good coach, but the only reason that offense works at all, and not this weird Quinn Ewers like trying to get a max protect type wingback in there, but their regular offense only works with hot, dirty, nasty speed. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
You have
and
to be the three fastest guys on the field to run that offense.
that leg broke in the middle of October.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question for you fellas. Uh, do you think Pete Carroll comes back for a second season?
Not as the head coach.
You think he'll move to the front office?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going to
Tim?
be on the table. I'm going to say no. Also, I don't know if he gets this weird administrative job, but they were bad.
Was he there when they got Gino, or did they get Gino before they got him?
He picked Gino.
He did. Yikes. Whoops.
Yeah, they traded. He was like, "That's my guy."
Oh boy.
Um,
Then I don't know.
yeah, it.
I just you one thing like it's
They
I
kept
don't
the
think
Patriots from
70
winning
plus year old coaches should be
getting the
getting
one
hired in the
seed.
first place. But
Why? You're an
just
ageist.
yeah, sure. Um, Also, firing your head coach after 1 year isn't like the right reaction either.
Worked for the Patriots, Tim.
Oh, girl.
Yeah,
How do you feel
true.
now, Tim?
I feel like Jared Mayo should have never been hired.
Gerard.
Gerard?
Gerard, yeah,
Jared,
Jared
there
Jared,
you
was though.
go.
Jared Mayo was never hired.
Um,
All
Jared
right.
Mayo is an accountant.
Can I ask you this question? We've talked about Stafford. And we've talked about Drake May. Does this quarterback deserve talk for the MVP? 3,674 yards, 36 touchdowns, no picks. Because that is who played the New York Jets this year. 36 touchdowns and no interceptions. The the coach they hired is a good defensive coordinator whose career was a cornerback.
Mm.
He's an all-pro corner. 3-time all-pro corner, Aaron Glenn. First round pick as a
They
cornerback.
traded Sauce Gardner, which that guy could probably picked one for you.
They may
I
have
just
won. They may have won that trade too.
yeah, we talked
I
about that.
agree.
They what happened in the okay. Well, the Jets are terrible. We don't have to belabor it. That's hilarious that happened. Let's move on.
What-
Here's a
35
question.
to 7 against a team not playing any of their guys in the last game of the season is bad.
The Jets did not play a single game of football since they traded Sauce and Quinnen Williams. Like that was when that happened. They did win after that, but at the same point, after that, you could feel like, oh, there's nobody here.
They have the
These
number 2
guys,
pick, right?
there are 22 guys on the
Yeah.
field, but nobody's here.
I don't even know who that quarterback is.
Yeah, nobody.
So-
You're not alone there. You're
Something
fine.
Allen? What happened to
Uh,
Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor? Are they hurt?
Tara got
no, they were
hurt, and
trying to they were trying to secure the loss.
I think Justin Fields
Justin Fields could have done that.
was a bad move. I don't
You
think.
think?
Yeah, I do. And I think that Aaron Glenn, 2 weeks into training camp, said, "Uh-oh." And then 2 weeks into the season was just like, I think we might play Tyrod. I'm not going to tell you who's going to start at quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, final question for you fellas, and then we're gonna hit the road. Why did the Colts call Aaron or Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, Riley Leonard looked fine.
What
Mm.
what was that? Was that just like to get headlines?
I don't know. But
That's why I'm telling you, rich people just do shit.
yeah, that was weird because Riley Leonard looked perfectly fine as an NFL quarterback, and maybe if he had played in the time Rivers had, he'd look even better than,
Yeah.
than what he did yesterday.
When he came into that game that Jones got hurt, I don't remember him. I know they lost, but did he like was he horrific?
I think doesn't matter unless
Well,
you're
you're
like
asking a lot.
right.
Yeah, and he got
I was just
hurt.
gonna say unless you're like Kirk Cousins or just a guy that's played like hundreds of games. If this is your first time coming in, you're not gonna look great. So
Yeah.
unless you're
He
Joe
Having
hurt.
said
Milton,
Riley
that-
Leonard got hurt. He got a concussion, right?
I thought he hurt his knee. But anyways, having said that, backup wise, Josh Dobbs threw a couple of passes yesterday that made me say, oh, I hope Drake May doesn't get hurt.
yeah, that everything goes down the drain if Drake May got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were putting the kids to bed, so I paused the game and I get 4 rapid succession texts from Jack. And then at the same time, I had missed texts from another group. So I had like 11 texts on my phone. I was like, oh no, that's it. He got hurt. Drake May's
Will
hurt.
Campbell kicks Drake
Uh-huh.
May in the head and they're both down.
Will Campbell blew out his knee, and as he fell, his head blew out Drake May's knee. I was done. I was like sweating
What's
as
happened
I
to
was
Cam
catching
Hayward
up.
last night?
And then
Cam
I was
Hayward
like,
got clipped in the knee
Yeah.
by on a block.
and then I'm like watching, and Ramondre Stevenson just busts another run. I was like, okay, maybe this is just about how he should get out of the game.
Oh yeah, mine was,
Um,
yeah, that's right. He's a consistent player. I know
all
I said
right,
that on the
guys.
podcast.
So it was great talking to you, and we'll talk next week after. Oh God, should we wait till Tuesday next week? Because we're gonna want to focus on all the games. We'll probably do this on Tuesday.
I'm
Oh,
off on Tuesday.
It's gonna be just you guys. I'm gonna be on the slopes. All right. I'll text you guys my
It's the
thoughts.
playoffs. This is our bread and butter. And you're going on a skiing trip.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get over 100 views with just me and Tim.
Our
Yeah.
bread and butter, we don't
Did you
make
just see
money.
a bee? Did you just
All
see
right,
a
guys.
honeybee?
Me? Why would I see a honeybee, Jack? It's 6
Somebody
degrees
said bread
out.
and butter. That's what you say to get a bee away from your face.
Oh man, that's 2 jokes that didn't land. All right, bye guys.
Look at Tim. He's
Bye.
laughing his ass off. Bye.